Hello Year 9, we're going to be talking about combustion of fuels today, and because a motorcycle is clearer to see the engine and various components, I'm going to use that rather than a car to demonstrate to you a couple of aspects of combustion of fuels. Right, as you know, vehicles run on either petrol or diesel. This is a petrol powered motorbike and the top of the bike is the petrol tank. So this section here is where the petrol is stored, and I can show it to you. So if you bring the camera slightly closer, you can you see some liquid sloshing around in there? Maybe not. There we go. Okay, so that's petrol. That's regular unleaded petrol, and that's stored nice and safely in the petrol tank. Okay, so we've got petrol in the petrol tank, and what is also taken in is air. Now this is less easy to see, and it's definitely not easy to see in a car, but these things here, there's a little bit of rust on the frame, but this thing here, this is an air intake. This is where air is drawn into the engine via, and this is proper old tech, a carburettor. Now modern cars don't have these, but these things here bring in air from above, they bring in fuel, and they mix it all together to make an air-fuel mixture that then goes into the main engine itself. So there's the engine block, and inside here you've got a piston that moves up and down. There's the spark plug, really nice and easy to see. And it burns that petrol. In fact, it explodes that petrol. And the explosion causes a piston to move down. But what we're really talking about today is waste gases. Now, the waste gases come out of the exhaust, around the bottom, and then out the back of the bike. Okay, now you're probably noticing I'm doing this outside. In actual fact, this would be extremely dangerous to do inside, because I'm about to start the bike, make the engine run, show you the connection to the rear wheel, and so on. This would be extremely dangerous to do inside, and that's because when petrol is burnt in air, there are several things formed. Now, if there is complete combustion, if it burns perfectly and all the petrol burns, then what you get is carbon dioxide and water, which is the same as you get from any fuel burning. Carbon dioxide and water, or any carbon-based fuel. But a very small amount of gas is also produced that's toxic, and that's carbon monoxide. Now, the carbon monoxide in a confined space would build up, and indeed running a petrol engine inside a garage is an extremely dangerous thing to do, and unfortunately it has caused fatalities over the years. I'm doing this outside, but carbon monoxide will still be produced. So here we go, let's start. Okay, I don't know how much you can hear over the camera, but here's the exhaust, and there is gas coming out of there at a fair old rate. You can't see it, but you might be able to see just a little bit of soot coming out of there, particularly if I blip the throttle. Last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to engage the gear, like so, and make the wheel turn. So unfortunately, I'm not going anywhere today because we're in lockdown, but there you go, internal combustion engine working nice and properly.